The Real McCoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real McCoys. That's Grandpappy Amos.
Hey, little Luke, come on in the house. It's time for the meeting. Come on, go up and sit down. Come on. Hassie! Hassie, come on in, hon. It's time for the meeting.
Luke, what all is this here meeting about anyways?
All I know is Kate says it's time we had a family conference to straighten out a few things.
Well, I hope she gets a move on. Me and little Luke's got to dig some worms for going fishing in the morning.
Well, I gotta meet the kids down at the malt shop. Why did Kate have to pick tonight of all nights to have a silly meeting?
Never mind that. Just go up and sit down. Go on.
No telling why that woman does anything. I hate to say this, Luke, but that wife of yours is just getting just a mite too big for her britches.
Yeah. We're all here, honey, babe, just like you asked.
Good. Let's get started with the meeting then.
I suppose she'd want us to sing the national anthem like they do at them town meetings.
Now, the reason I thought we should have this meeting is because I think there are a few things. Hey, whatever you got to say, please hurry up and say it. I gotta meet the kids down at the malt shop. They got a whole bunch of new records.
Now, Hassie, that's one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. Ever since you learned to dance, that's all that's been on your mind. Now, Hassie, you've been spending too much time socializing and you've been neglecting your schoolwork.
That ain't so.
Oh? Well, I'd like you all to hear Hassie's report card for the last quarter. Mathematics, C. History, D. Geography, C. And English, F.
Well, rightly proud of you, Hassie. F.
Grandpa, F happens to mean failing.
Oh, I thought it meant fine.
No. Besides having low marks in her studies, she got a low grade in enthusiasm.
Well, if she got such bad grades, how's she going to have any enthusiasm?
Hassie, from tonight on, you're going to stay home and do your studies until you catch up on your grades.
But it's Friday night. The kids are waiting for me.
Hassie, you got to stay home and do your homework.
Aren't you being a mite hard on him?
Books is.
If I told him once, I told him 1,000 times. If the other kid's bigger than he is, throw a book at him.
Well, Grandpa, that's exactly what I mean. Now, honey, from now on, you got to stay in and do your studying. And little Luke, no more playing hooky from school. And no more fishing until I say you can. And, Grandpa, I wish you would please try to start setting a good example for the kids. Here?
Here? Now, just a minute, Miss Hindmoney. Let me tell you...
Grandpa, don't get your dander up.
I can get my dander up. It feels to me she's got a lot to say for someone that ain't a real McCoy.
She is so McCoy. She become one when I married her.
What are you talking about? It takes more than a fistful of rice and a wedding license to make a real McCoy.
Yeah, now, Kate's only doing what's right, and you know it.
No. Let's not start raising our voices.
Well, how am I going to argue if I don't raise my voice? Now, there's you got no call to find fault with Kate because she's been doing a mighty fine job raising them kids, and we're just lucky to have her.
Lucky? What are you talking about, lucky? Why, we was doing all right before we let her come in the family. We do all right now.
Now, that's no way to talk.
Well, that's the way I talk, right straight and out.
Yeah, well, now listen here, Grandpa. I'll tell you something.
Just a minute. I was only doing what I thought was right. But maybe what your grandpa says is so. Maybe you did get along better before I came.
You're right, we did.
And maybe you can just learn to get along without me again.
What are you saying?
I'm saying that from now on, I'm having nothing to do with the raising of little Luke and Hassie. I do the cooking and the housework, and that's all.
You can't do that.
Now, don't you think I can? From now on, the kids is Grandpa's charge. He can raise them.
Now, honey, don't be mad. I'm on your side. Well, if I got to sleep on the couch tonight, I'm holding you responsible.
Grandpa, are you going to raise us? Will you, Grandpa? Huh, Grandpa? Are you?
Well, why not? Who's more fitting to raise a couple of McCoys than a real McCoy?
Oh, good, Grandpa. Goody for Grandpa.
Now, hold on. Just because I'm running things, don't think you're going to get away with nothing. You got to toe that line, both of you. Remember that.
Oh, sure, Grandpa. We will. Absolutely. Grandpa, what if I go to the fishing hole tomorrow?
Well, Kate was right about that. You got to be punished.
Well, yeah, but how are you going to find that fishing hole without me?
I never thought of that. I'll figure out some way to punish you. Bend over.
Oh, no, Grandpa.
I can figure you was punished.
Yes, sir. Oh, Grandpa, what about me going to the malt shop tonight?
Well, you're going to be punished, too.
Okay.
I'll think of some other way of punishing you.
Like what?
Well, I can't think right now, and you close in on me. Why don't you run along? Give me a chance to think.
Thank you, Grandpa. I like being raised by you. I do too, Grandpa.
Little Luke, that's your school books. Can't go to school without your books.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Sure. Now go on now.
Okay.
out past 10:30 o'clock. Where you been?
I was at the library with Betty Daniels. Honest. See, I even took out some books.
I don't care nothing about the books. I just figured that 10:30 is pretty late for a girl your age to be out. Is that where you've been the last few nights, the library?
Yes, Grandpa. Are you going to punish me?
No, I ain't going to punish you. Ain't nothing terrible about going to the library. Only is, I don't like to see you stay out so late. From now on, you leave there early enough so as you get home at a fair hour. You understand?
Yes, Grandpa. I'm sorry.
Well, let's get to bed now. I've lost so much sleep already that if I end up by dawn to milk them cows, they might start without me.
Hello?
Are you Mrs. McCoy?
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm Mrs. Daniels, and I want to talk to you about your daughter, Hassie.
Oh, well, Hassie is my daughter, Mrs. Daniels.
Oh?
If you want to talk to anybody about Hassie, you better talk to Grandpa. He's raising her now.
Oh, he is, huh? Well, he's certainly doing a mighty poor job.
What's going on here?
Just this. Your Hassie's being a very bad influence on my daughter, Betty, and I want it stopped.
Well, ma'am, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you happen to know how many nights this week they've been out till after 10? Or don't you bother to keep track?
Of course I keep track. What kind of a man do you think I am? I know she's been out till after 10, but with good reason. She's been studying at the library.
For your information, the library closes at 9. I found them at the malt shop, playing the jukebox and dancing.
Why, it can't be. She never said nothing to me about no malt shop.
Naturally, she wouldn't.
This can't be possible. Saying nothing about it's just like lying to me. Hassie wouldn't do that, would she? You know, I think you're just making this up to cause trouble. Now, you get off my property before I forget I'm a gentleman.
Let me go. Let me go. My grandma's going to get you. I'm going to kill my grandpa.
Tell me what?
Mr. McCoy, I'm Mr. Bixby, the truant officer. I just caught your boy fishing down at the creek.
Fishing?
And I may add it's the third unexcused absence this week.
Is this true, son?
I've been down to the new fishing hole.
You told me you was going to school every day.
And look at this last one I caught. Ain't it a whopper?
You lied to me, son. Now, you go on and get in the house.
But Grandpa.
Get.
Yes.
Mr. McCoy, that boy needs discipline. Now, if you don't think you can handle it, we will.
I can handle him all right.
Yeah, I hope so. Good day.
Good day. Hey, Miss Daniels. I reckon I owe you an apology. I know Hassie was lying, but I just didn't want to let myself believe it. I'm sorry. You won't get no more trouble from her.
Thank you.
Now, Grandpa, don't do nothing you'll be sorry for. You better cool off.
I'm cool. I just want to talk to the boy, that's all. Tell him what's right and what's wrong and what's expected of him. Just going to reason with him. And Kate, I wouldn't sit in...
Grandpa.
You got a long time to go, and you better not get out of line, neither of you.
I still don't see what's wrong about dancing at the malt shop.
There ain't nothing wrong with dancing. It's the line that hurts. It's my own fault. Been too easy with you. But from now on, it's going to be different. I'm going to sit on you two kids like a mother hen sits on the baby chicks.
Sitting's better than hitting.
And there's going to be plenty of hitting if it's needed. There's going to be no more of this fooling around. You're going to study hard in school, and you're going to work hard to home. And no more playing.
Do we get time off for good behavior?
That's a new way right now. You take them books and you bury your nose in them. And you just be sure that you know every word by heart. And no skipping the pages, neither. Because when I come back, I'm going to ask the questions, and you better have the answers.
But, Grandpa, you can't read these books. What kind of questions you going to ask?
You'll never find. You just have the answers. I ain't giving no hints.
There. And all finished, Grandpa. See?
What's them squares for?
Well, they're for the answers.
Well, how come you only filled in half of them?
Well, they're true and false. You're only supposed to mark one square for each question.
Yeah? Well, you fill them all in. You ain't getting away with nothing here.
Grandpa. I finished cleaning your room like you told me. Am I through now?
Not by a long shot, you ain't. You go out and help little Luke whitewash that fence.
Grandpa!
And when you get through with that, you curry the mule, feed them chickens, and slop them hogs. I'll make a lady out of you yet.
What you doing, little Luke? I'm sorry, Hassie. I'm so tired I can hardly lift my arms. Well, I'm tired, too, but you better get that done. Grandpa wants it over with in an hour. How'd we get into this anyways? How did we get into this? Remember, you was the one that says when it comes to raising kids, you can't beat Grandpa's. Boy, did I boost. Uh-oh, here comes Grandpa. Better get to work. Come on, Hansel, get to work.
Well, what are you two kids doing out here? You finished your lessons?
Yes, Grandpa. We want to have a meeting with you.
Well, go ahead. Get it off your mind.
Well, come on, Hansie. Tell him out and out.
You tell me what?
Well, Grandpa, we was thinking that maybe it isn't fair for you to be raising us. I mean, with all your work, and we don't want to take up all your time.
Oh, not taking up my time. I'm having a lot of fun raising you. That is, after I get into the swing of it.
Yeah, you sure got the swing all right. Grandpa, we thought that maybe Kate felt kind of bad. You know, you raising us instead of her.
What are you two driving at?
Well, we wanted to know if you'd ask her if she'd take us back again.
Oh, I see. You mean you don't want me to take care of you no more?
Oh, yes, Grandpa, we want you. We do?
Yeah, you want me when I'm easy with you and you get away with things, but as soon as I start stomping on you, they start squealing like a couple of little pigs. Well, if you think I'm going to Kate and begging her to take you back again, you got another thing coming. You go to Kate and you tell her you don't want to be raised by no McCoy. Tell her you hate me. Tell her anything.
Oh, Grandpa.
If you'd rather have Kate raised in your own flesh and blood, well, that's all right with me.
Come on, Hans, let's go. Come on. Grandpa, we ain't aiming to hurt your feelings.
You ain't hurting my feelings at all. Because I feel fine. Just fine.
You know what, Hans? It ain't easy firing a boss.
You're really sure this is what you want, for me to take charge again?
Yes, Kate.
But things has got to be different. You got to behave from now on. You got to do everything I say.
We promise, Kate. You're the boss.
We got no call to treat Grandpa like he was some old shoe to be tossed aside. If I thought for a minute you coming back to me would make him upset, I'd just feel terrible. Luke, you really think it's going to bother him that much?
I don't think it. I know it. Why, he don't sure... Grandpa. Grandpa, what's that?
Well, what's it look like? It's...
He's got feelings just like anybody else. He's got more than most. You remember that time back home when them revenuers smashed that still that he built with his own two hands? Well, he sat down, he cried like a baby.
We ain't revenuers.
You kids got any idea how it is to be an old man? Feel that nobody needs you anymore? Well, when he started taking care of you kids, it gave him something to hang on to. It gave his life a whole new meaning. Well, now you're gone, you took that away from him.
I'm sorry, Kate, but I guess we're going to have to go back to Grandpa. Yeah, Kate.
I don't understand.
Boy, it's simple, Grandpa. The kids is trying to say they love you. They want you to stay with them.
You mean after the way I was driving, you still want to stay with me?
Yeah, Grandpa. Yeah. We sure do, Grandpa.
You're their Grandpa. Nobody can take your place. You're the most important member of this here family.
Oh, just a minute now, honey. I've been doing some thinking on my own the last couple of days, and I think everybody... You're a real McCoy.
Oh, Grandpa.
Well, now that everything's fine again, Grandpa, let me have your bag. I'll put it back in the room. Grandpa, it's empty.
Sure it's empty.
What, I thought you was packing.
No, I was unpacking.
Unpacking?
Sure. I packed the last 3 or 4 days, you know.
Well, I don't get it.